Subscribe for more.
I never imagined the moment my marriage ended would happen in a grocery store parking lot, under a gray afternoon sky, with my daughter holding my hand. I'm Daniel Harper, 39, married for 12 years, or I was. That day still plays in my head like a slow-motion clip I can't skip. I wasn't a reckless husband. I worked logistics, paid the mortgage, packed school lunches when my shifts ran early. My wife, Lauren, liked to tell people I was dependable. She said it like a compliment and a warning at the same time. We had a daughter, Emily, 8 years old, bright-eyed, always asking questions about everything. I thought stability was love. I thought showing up every day was enough. Things didn't explode all at once. They thinned out. Conversations turned into updates. Touch became accidental. Lauren was always distracted, always somewhere else, even when she was sitting beside me. I noticed at first when she stopped looking at me while I talked. Her eyes would drift, her phone lighting up in her palm like it mattered more than my voice. I told myself it was stress, work, motherhood life. I stayed quiet. There was a man from her gym, Oliver Reed. I knew his name because she said it too casually, too often. Oliver said this. Oliver recommended that. Oliver helped me with my form. I didn't accuse. I didn't snoop. I didn't want to be that husband. I trusted her, or maybe I trusted the version of us I still believed in. That Saturday, Emily wanted ice cream. Lauren suggested we stop after groceries. It felt almost normal, the three of us walking out together, bags in my arms, Emily skipping ahead. Then Oliver appeared, leaning against a black SUV, smiling like he belonged there. Lauren's face changed. Not panic, relief, recognition, something warm. Emily tugged my sleeve and whispered, "Daddy, who's that?" I didn't answer in time. Lauren walked toward him without hesitation. He opened his arms, and she stepped into them like muscle memory took over. Then she reached for his hand. Not a friendly wave, not a polite hello. She laced her fingers with his. Emily saw it. I felt her grip tighten around mine. Oliver bent down, eye level with my wife, and kissed her cheek, slow, familiar. Lauren laughed softly. The sound cut deeper than any shout ever could. That was when she realized we were standing there. Her smile faltered, but she didn't let go of him. She looked at me like I had interrupted something inconvenient. "Daniel," she said, flat, like my name was an obligation. Emily was staring, confused, frightened. I heard myself say, calmly, "Go." It surprised even me. One word. No anger. No volume. Just truth. Lauren hesitated, then shrugged, still holding Oliver's hand. "We'll talk later," she said, as if this was a scheduling issue. They walked away together. My daughter watched her mother choose another man in real time. I knelt down, met Emily's eyes, and told her we were going home. My voice didn't shake, but something inside me collapsed quietly. At home, Lauren didn't come back. She didn't call. Emily asked if Mommy was mad at us. I said no. I tucked her into bed, sat in the dark hallway afterward, and felt the weight of every ignored sign settle on my chest. It wasn't just infidelity. It was disrespect, delivered publicly, without apology. Lauren texted the next morning. "We need space. Don't make this messy." That line did something to me. Space. Messy? She had rewritten reality to make herself comfortable. I replied, "Understood." Then I started acting like the marriage she walked out of was already over. I canceled the joint credit card. I changed the streaming passwords. I scheduled a consultation with a solicitor before lunch. Not revenge. Adjustment. Emily deserved stability, not confusion. I deserved dignity, not silence. When Lauren finally came by to collect clothes, she was shocked. "You're being cold," she said. I looked at her and replied, "You were warm with someone else." She tried to explain later, to soften it, to say it wasn't planned, that she felt unseen. I listened without interrupting. When she finished, I said, "Our daughter watched you choose him. There's nothing left to clarify." She cried then. I didn't. Leaving didn't feel heroic. It felt necessary. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't beg. I focused on my child, on routine, on rebuilding something honest. Emily still asks questions. I answer them carefully. I don't lie. I don't poison her against her mother. But I also don't pretend what happened was small. Love doesn't disappear in one moment. Respect does. That afternoon in the parking lot, when Lauren reached for her lover instead of me, She made a choice. I just accepted it. Saying go wasn't surrender. It was the first boundary I'd drawn in years. And for the first time in a long while, I slept without wondering what I was holding on to. The days that followed were quieter, stripped of illusion. Friends asked what happened, and I kept it simple. We grew apart. That was true enough. What I didn't say was how clarity feels when denial finally lifts. It's sharp, almost painful, but it steadies you. I learned that loyalty without reciprocity becomes self-abandonment. I learned that children notice everything, especially silence. Most of all, I learned that choosing yourself after being discarded isn't cruelty. It's survival. I didn't win anything. I lost a marriage. But I kept my self-respect, and I kept my daughter's trust. That mattered more than saving a story that had already ended. I walk past that parking lot sometimes and feel nothing now. No anger, no longing, just acceptance. She chose her path. I chose mine. The difference is, I chose it with my eyes open and with my child beside me, not behind my back. That choice changed everything and somehow gave me peace inside.